Hello and welcome guys in one more tutorial. In this lecture we are going to see router structure. So till now what we saw like what router was doing, we saw it as black box and we were providing some input and it was providing us some output, like we were providing packet to it and then it was transferring our packet to the way it should be like delivered, or we can say it was transferring in the way toward the destination. So now we are going to open that black box and we are going to actually see that what is there inside that router. So let's jump into that and let's see what it have. Okay. Okay, so till now what we saw as this was the router and this is how we were denoting it. This was a cross. Yeah. So this is how we were denoting the router till now. But now we are going to dig deep into it and now we are going to see that what is there actually inside it and how are all the work is going to be done. Okay. So the structure of router is having four parts. Let's see what it is. As you can see here, that the first thing is input port, then this is something called as output port, and the third is routing processors, and the fourth is switching fabric. So let's discuss firstly the input ports and then we will discuss output port and then these two will discuss after that. Okay. So talking about input ports, yeah, so talking about input ports, what it actually does is it performs the the role of a physical layer and data link layer. So firstly, what it does is like signals are transferred in form of electrical waves, like electrical signals. That data is transferred in the form of signals. So firstly, that signal is that extracted from that signal, that bits are extracted, it is converted in the form of bits. Okay. In Here in this input port, by this input port. Okay. Then again we are going to check for errors and all, or we are going to perform the data link layer, whatever role of a data link layer is, that we are going to perform physical layer and data link layer role over here. Then after we are going to transfer it in the queue, and we are going to further send it toward that uh, toward the further processing for the routing processors and for output port. Okay. So and the thing input port was doing, the same thing is done by output port also, but in the reverse manner. Means, like suppose this is your packet, this is physical layer header, data link layer header, and this is your packet. Okay. So this is firstly decapsulated. Okay, decapsulated here, and then again this is again this is decapsulated, and then we got this packet. So here at your output port, this will be encapsulated, then again this physical layer header will be encapsulated, then you got the final that you got that final data with your all headers and all. So after then it will be transferred, right? So this is how, like, whatever activities were performed in the input port, it will also be performed at output port, but in the reverse manner. Yeah. So what routing processor and switching fabric is doing? Okay. So routing processor, we have heard that several times, that router is using some kind of table and it is looking into that table, and then it will get to know that okay, to this interface I need to forward that packet. So that job is getting done in this routing through this routing processors. Okay, so this is done here. And what ultimately switching fabric does. Okay, so the packet you are having, it won't itself get transferred to from this input port to routing processor, then from routing processor to output ports. It won't get transferred by itself, right? So there should be something which is making these shifts. So this is the role of switching fabric. So how fast your router is, or how much time it is taking, how much time all these process is taking. So all this thing depend on this switching fabric. So this is all about your routing structure, router structure. So yeah, thank you so much.